Welcome everybody to our pregame show. Today's featured game is going to be Miami 3-1, led by Lebron James at 30 points a game. Chris Bosh, 10.5 rebounds a game, and Cole with 7.5 assists a game against the 1995-96 Chicago Bulls, where Jordan has 34.7 points a game, Rodman with over 16 rebounds, and Jordan still dishing out 5 assists per game. Our big matchup of the night, yes, 10 out of 18 go to the playoffs, and we only play 17 games. So I'm telling you right now that this is not the most desperate for the Bulls to win today's game, but it is very big. And we're going to see all the records of all the teams today. And here we go as we begin our pregame show. In our pregame show, we're going to take a look at the standings here. The standings and the league standings here. So far in the, there's 2 brackets. The brackets are the Eastern bracket and the Western bracket. In the Eastern, the Bucks, Lakers, and Spurs are big. The Western, the Golden State, Orlando, and Cleveland. So here it is. You have the Southwest, Northwest, Pacific, Atlantic, Central, and Southeast. So the 3 in the Western brackets, remember they're 2 different leagues. It's important you win your division games in case of a 3-way tie. That's why this is big. So let's go through all the divisions first. Remember, the division winners get the automatic bid to the tournament. And they get the automatic bid to one of the top 4 positions. So that means they get a home first-round game. So far in the Southwest, in the Western bracket, the Golden State Warriors are 4-1. But the Indiana Pacers are 3-1 behind them. Same with the 70-71 Lakers. And as you can see in the differences, Golden State is really winning well. No undefeated team here. Utah Jazz is looking good. A very tough thing. The Philadelphia 76ers, very close games. Like very, very close. They could be 4-0 or 0-4. And the Detroit Pistons of 88-89, they've lost 2 straight. They were 2-2. In the Northwest, the Boston Celtics is 64-65. They won 2 in a row. They were 0-1. They got a few games coming up. The Blazers are second. The Spurs and the Hornets are following before. The Charlotte Hornets were 2-0, and they lost the last 4. Well, the Knicks and the Rockets, but the Rockets in 93 and 94 have not won a game. No New York team has won a game yet. In the Pacific, to finish out the Western bracket, remember you play everybody in your bracket once, and then the top 10 go to the playoffs. You play 9 home games, 8 road games, or the opposite way. So finishing out the Western bracket, you have Orlando, who's 4-2. Cleveland is 3-1. So you have 2 very good teams here. The Pistons and the Kings and the Lakers are all 3 apiece. And as you can see, when you're tied against each other, then the division record comes in. And that is big. So Detroit there gets the nod with 0 losses. And the next 7 won a game. In the Eastern bracket, Milwaukee is 5-0 in their division. And Miami, this is a huge game for Miami tonight. Because if Miami wins, they keep pace with the Bucks. Now, the other Chicago Bulls, this is one Chicago Bull team. They're 2-3. They've lost 1 in a row. Both Bull teams, everybody thought both of them would be, 13 wins. 13-4, 14-3, and doing really well. tearing everything up. Not the case. They're combined 3-5, 2-3, and 1-2. The 85-86 Celtics have lost 2 straight after a blowout first win, and the Blazers of 99-2000 have lost 2 in a row. They're 1-4. Milwaukee is the only undefeated team left, and as you can see, a very big margin of victory. Won 5 straight, averaging 16 points per win. That is big. The second is Central. Here in the Eastern bracket, the San Antonio Spurs lead their division by 1. The Mavericks are 3-2. Houston 3-2. Oklahoma City 2-3. The Chicago Bulls can get to 500 today. They lost 1. They were, teetering. They're 1-1. They lost their last game. They're 1-2. And they're at home, though. That's big. They're 0-1 at home. They lost their only game at home. The Denver Nuggets haven't won a game. In the Southeast, the Lakers are undefeated. I was wrong. I said that Milwaukee was the only undefeated team. The 86-87 Lakers are also undefeated. And they won 3 straight. They're averaging only 8 points a victory. Milwaukee's double that. But the 07-08 Celtics, big. Seattle hanging on. Atlanta we saw losing by 60 that one time. They're a very up and down team. The Clippers and the 70-71 Bucks, you got to watch out for them. In the grand scheme of things, in the Eastern bracket, the top 10 go. Milwaukee, Los Angeles, San Antonio, 1, 2, and 3. Miami wants to get up there. That's why you only get 17 games, which means every loss is so crucial. Number 5 is Dallas, 6 is Boston, 7 is Seattle. They're in there. 8 is Toronto. Remember, 7, 8, 9, and 10 go to the play-in games. Number 9 is the Houston Rockets. 10 is the Chicago Bulls. And that's how big this game is. The Hawks are the first eliminated team. And you can see that there are teams that are very good vying here. Of course, the 85-86 Celtics got to go there. On the other hand, you have on the Western bracket, Golden State at 4-1, Orlando, Cleveland is 3rd, Indiana's 4th, a surprise, Indiana Pacers 3 in a row. The Lakers, they're a surprise, they're 3-1. Look at this, the Pistons exactly the same amount of points scored and given up. They've won 2 in a row, they're 3-2. They are 6th. 7th are the Jazz. So the Jazz start the play-in tournament. The Kings, with that huge three-pointer in our last game, they're 8th. The Lakers of 03-04, they're 9th. They've lost 2 straight. Many people early on were saying they could go undefeated. They're 9th. They're on the road in the play-in game. The 64-65 Celtics, they're 2-1. But they're down there. You might say, well, how is a 2-1 team? It's only because number of wins, number 10. And then your Blazers start the elimination phase, a lot of 2-2 teams. So just the way it is here, taking a look at the statistics, going around the where is the league leaders? Here it is. League leaders right here. The top 5 in each one. Points a game. Points per game. Kyrie Irving is scoring 35.5 a game. That is humongous. Offensive rebounds. That was, 36 minutes. Stats is big. But points per game, we're just going to go here. Jordan is 2nd. Durant is 3rd. Bryant is 4th. Westbrook is 5th. Offensive rebounds a game. Hakeem Olajuwon, even though they're winless. Abdul-Jabbar, they're winless. Top 2, they wanted to get some wins here. Defensive rebounds a game. You can see Kevin McHale is big on the boards. Hakeem again. Duncan, Shaq for the Magic, and Abdul-Jabbar for the Undefeated 3-0 Lakers. Rebounds per game. Top 5, Olajuwon McHale. Abdul-Jabbar, Duncan, and O'Neal. Assists, K.C. Jones of the 2-1, 64-65 Celtics. Then LeBron James has 10 a game. Steals, you have Gary Payton, Rajon Rondo, Scottie Pippen. And Scottie, I don't know which Scottie, the 92-93 Bulls. Gary Payton's on there twice. Blocks, Abdul-Jabbar of the 86-87 Lakers. 87-88, 86-87 Lakers. Very good. Very big. Turnovers, not good for Scottie. Field goals made per game, Jordan. And field goals attempted, you're going to see Jordan. And which Jordan is this? 95-96, the one you're going to see today. Mel Counts, top field goal at 78%, 11 points. He's the guy on the bench. You say, don't shoot it unless you're standing all alone underneath the hoop, and he does, and that's what it is. Remember, you're allowed one free agent per team. One free agent per team, and that's big. Curry and Klay Thompson, the big three-pointers made per game. Attempted per game, Curry, Lowry, and Leonard, you could see for Toronto. Three-point percentage, Larry Bird, he doesn't shoot many. See, that's the thing about Bird. He goes, he's the greatest shooter, wins three-point scoring contests and all that stuff. Well, let's put it this way. He is, let's put it this way. He, when it comes to shooting, shoots 15-footers. He'll go outside. He'll do that. Three-pointers he'll do once in a while, but that was later on in his career, even though the line was the whole way. Made per game, Nowitzki gets fouled a lot. The free throw attempts, Nowitzki, and then free throw percentage is Magic Johnson hasn't missed. Minutes a game averaging is Abdul-Jabbar. He's getting a lot. Jordan, 92-93, is getting 40 minutes a game. Hacking is Bill Russell. 5 in a game. Points allowed. Oh, Tony Parker is the worst. The best is Chris Anderson. And Anderson is good when it's opponent's field goals per game, and the opponent's field goal percentage, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, the best. Matt Bullard, the worst defense there. So now we take a look very quickly at team stats. Points per game is the Cavaliers at 126. The Bucks are up there, 12-13 Heat are up there. Points allowed, the best defense, the Warriors. That's what makes them so big, both Lakers. The Heat are up there again. The difference, the Cavaliers have the biggest point differential. They had a couple huge blowouts early. Field goals made a game, the Clippers are 1-2. Field goals attempted. The Nuggets like to chuck it, but they're 0-3. The percentage for the 76ers is big. 3 points made is the Raptors. Bucks, Cavaliers, the Warriors are fourth. And free throw, 3 points attempted, the Raptors and the new Bucks. As 3-point percentage, the 85-86 Celtics, they don't shoot much. But when they shoot threes, they make them. The older teams do that a lot. Best free throw percentage is the Mavericks, especially with Dirk Nowitzki. Now that's our pregame show. Today, we're going to see the Miami Heat and the Chicago Bulls, the Daily View. Other games today, Sacramento, after a huge win against the 90-91 Blazers. That'll be big. The Celtics is 64-65 against the newer Lakers. Kobe Bryant, O'Neal, and Gary Payton. The Clippers need a win. So do the Milwaukee Bucks. The Cavaliers go on the road to Detroit. They're the newer Pistons, 04, 03, 04. But we have LeBron James versus Michael Jordan. I mean, seriously, how in the world do you not show this matchup? It is the biggest matchup that you can imagine, really. Look at these lineups, except for Norris Cole. Well, Norris Cole and Luke Longley match up with each other. The Bulls have a little bit better ratings, but James, Wade, and Bosch are good, where it's just Jordan, Pippen. I mean, Rodman is good, but he's not an offensive threat. And we're going to be ready to go here as we go to the United Center.
The least thing you want to do is enter that tournament.
And we want to go to the United Center. We're going there now. Here we go, the Bulls and the Heat. We show the starting lineups here. This is a great game so far. This is great. And we're about ready to go. Longley against Chris Bosch. Bosch is ultimately the better player. We're underway and Bosch wins the early tip. And this is big. It's not old Chicago Stadium, which is the better home field advantage. Much better home court advantage. There's Dwayne Wade. He puts it through, and it's an early 2-0 lead. That's what Miami wants to do. They average 115 points per game. And they're big in scoring. Now Jordan's going to shoot this many times. They're 1-2. This is, a lot of the complaints about the United Center just didn't have the same feel as old Chicago Stadium. Though the Bulls won as many titles in this building as they did in old Chicago Stadium. Dwayne Wade against Jordan and a miss, and here's Michael Jordan, a rebound. Jordan's going to be doing a little of the heavy low. What a pass to Ron Harper. He has 5 assists a game, and it is an early 2-2 game, and he shows why he's the leader on the Chicago Bulls for assists. Norris Cole. Here's Dwayne Wade. Miami 115, what a pass to Bosch, and he lays it in. Remember, the NBA is just as much finding the open shot as it is shooting 15-foot jumpers. The Bulls are not the highest scoring team. Luke Longley and a miss. That was just a bad shot here. Miami wants to go 4-1. They're 3-1 now. Here's James against Scottie Pippen. Pippen's got him defensively. Jordan. Oh, there's a steal, and here's Scottie. Scottie couldn't get it to Rodman. He'll get it to Ronnie Harper. He'll get it into Scottie. Pulls and misses. Rodman's going to get the offensive rebound, and he'll shoot 2.
Lebron James. That's his first personal foul. First team foul. At the line for your Bulls, Dennis Rodman. At the line for 2.
Rodman will shoot 2. LeBron James with the foul. He's got to worry about that a little bit, and Rodman nails 1. He's not a good free throw shooter. LeBron James knows once or twice things happen. But Eric Spoelstra is there. And Rodman wants to shoot his second, and he nails both. Boy, what a surprise that is. It is 4-4 now. Miami 3-1 in the year. Oh, what a play to Bosch. He just slams it through over Longley. Chicago's a defensive team, and they're getting carved up by this. Even when they won their NBA championships, they were rare of scoring over 100 points. There's Jordan, and he misses Dwayne Wade. He's picking up Wade defensively. And Dwayne Wade and Jordan, you can see Wade is playing, Jordan is playing Wade. Wade gets around him. There's a foul. And oh my goodness, it went in. And Pippen, the foul is on him. But this one goes in. It was an incredible shot. It's an and one.
Dwayne Wade, shooting 1.
Every game's so important. Every game's so important. When you only play 17 of them. When you only have 17 games. Every one is so big. And especially when you're 1-2 like the Chicago Bulls. Playing these games now are very big. Here's Scotty. Oh, knocked away, and here's Bosch. Here's LeBron James. Remember, he has a foul. That's good. Oh, what a pass to Bosch to back to Wade. And he missed it. Rebound. Bosch, and he puts it in. It's 11-4 early. 71% shooting for the Heat. 5 of 7. And the Miami Heat already have a 7-point lead. This is enormous for the Chicago Bulls. This is the way you beat Chicago, is you have to get that early. He walked, and he traveled. We all saw that, traveling on Jordan. And when you're in a team full of all-stars, and you're in a game full of all-stars, you can't get every call, else there'd be no rules. There'd be anarchy. So you're going to have stars called for traveling and everything. Here's Bosch. He misses. Rodman will get the rebound, and that's what's keeping the Bulls back in this game. Here's Ronnie Harper. They're 1-2. There's Ronnie right down the middle, and he won't get the and one, but he'll get 2. Cole with the foul. And Ronnie's got to go to the line. They're down 11-4 early. They only have 4 points. And Harper misses 1. I think Dennis Rodman has a better free throw percentage than Ronnie Harper. He's leading the team. It's 2-2 in points. And Ronnie nails 1. It's 11-5. First quarter, Legends League. We're in November. You play 17 games. There's some teams that got to catch up in the number of games. LeBron James. He's against Michael Jordan. Here's Ronnie Harper against Dwayne Wade. Cole. There's James for 3 and a miss. Oh, what a put in by Bosch. He slams it through. That's the problem with Rodman not being the size he is. Oh, what a pass to Rodman. He slams it through. He can make those shots in Chicago. They were down 13-5. Rodman has 4 points, and he is the leader on Chicago. And whenever Dennis Rodman is the leading scorer on your team, that's not always a great sign of it's got to be a block. And Chris Bosch, no good. He gets his own rebound. He puts it through. Well, the Bulls' lack of rebounding, that's very big. Bosch has 10 points for the Heat. And the Bulls only have 7, 15-7 Miami. And a very big game for both these teams, separation-wise. It's 15-7. We'll be back. Well, they have to come out with the lineup, the Bulls, where they have to be doing something. Here's Scotty rebounding-wise. Scotty pulls and hits from the baseline. And Scottie Pippen, he's averaging 26 a game. And that's big. 21 per 100 possessions. He has really shined, and one of the reasons is Michael Jordan is getting all the defensive attention. Here's Wade, and that's a foul on Rodman. And Wade will shoot 2.
That's his first personal foul. Second team foul.
Wade Rodman doesn't like that.
At the line for the Heat, Dwayne Wade.
Wade wants to get 2 free ones here, and he nails 1. Miller will come in for the Heat. Mike Miller. And Dwayne Wade nails it. It's 17-9. He doesn't even step all the way behind the line. Knocks it away and out of bounds. That's Chris Bosch. Defensively, he's looking good. Look at this. Good night. Watch Scottie Pippen just take it right here. Good, get out of here. Oh, he came down. He almost hit him right in the face. That's a Mobile Oil 1 block. Right there. When you're talking about a high-level game like this, you got two teams that many expected before the season to go all the way. Scotty for three, good night, and Scotty gets it. Scottie Pippen again, we were saying Jordan is such in a glove when he played in the NBA. And at the time he did, the defenders weren't. I mean, you're playing against all-timers here, but a lot of these teams only have one good one. Pippen to Jordan, and that's going to be a foul on the. Oh, that's a second on James. You got to worry about this. 2 on James with 6 minutes to go here in the first. And you do have to worry if you were there. Kukoc is in for the Bulls. So LeBron James has to sit down here. 17 to 12. Jordan was wide open there, and they give to Scotty. Oh, I know that's going to be a block on Chris Bosh. That's the style that Miami is going to have a little bit of trouble on. The Bulls are a tough defensive team. They always have been. They rarely score over 100 points in real life. They play great defense, and there's a lot of fouling and a lot of physical action. There's Jordan, and a miss. Rodman will get the rebound, and Rodman another point. I think he has 6 on it. And Dennis Rodman, 6 points, 4 from the field and 2 from the line. And it's a 3-point game. Wade for 3, no good. And Rodman again, and they push it up. Tony. There's Jordan, he's gonna go against Wade. No, he's not, he's gonna give it to Ronnie, who gets it inside to Kukoc. He's got to do something with it, and Kukoc the hook, he can't have it. And Bosh to Cole the other way. Inside, and a slam dunk for Bosh. And Miami has a 19-14 lead. It doesn't matter who you got on the offensive end. You can't stop that. It's over. You don't need to shoot the slam. You just put it in. Oh, what a pass to Rodman. Gives it to Scotty, and he misses. All that great passing for nothing. Cole. Scotty has 5 points to a 6 shooting. Oh, what a pass to Anderson and Birdman. I don't know. I don't think that's Birdman. Miami's shooting really good at 53%. They already have 21 points. Against this Bulls defense that's big, you can see the Bulls hold the ball. They run a triangle offense, and it's taken away by Bosh. They give it to Cole. Scotty got back. Cole will shoot 2, and they don't get anything off the steal. Well, that is big. They could have made it 9. Jordan has done nothing this game. I don't know if he scored. There's Jordan, in and out, no good. That's Kukoc. And he puts it 3. He might have wanted to get an and 1. And they cut it to 5. All of a sudden, Chicago, they need this victory. Miami does not have LeBron James. He's sitting on a bench with 2 fouls. Oh, what a play! That Chris Bosh, you don't need LeBron James when this happens. Miami is now up by 7, and Chicago's going to solve this defensively. We'll be back.
Hey fans, who wants a free t-shirt? Make some noise.
You know, against lesser teams, you might rotate people to keep people fresh. As here's Steve Kerr. But when you're playing Miami, and it's a big game, Jordan turnaround, no good. Here's Chalmers. Chalmers, he played for Kansas and hit the big 3 to help him win a title. Chalmers again, sent that into overtime. Chalmers goes all the way. And again, Chicago's defense is failing them. Miami is just slicing them apart. Matchups are doing well. That's Kukoc. In and out, no good. Bosch will be over Rodman. And that's going to be a foul on Jordan, his first. If anybody, you can't have Jordan out right now. If you bring Jordan out, he's done nothing, but he's taken out the defense. It's like, you might say, hey, well, Jordan's having an off night, put somebody else in there, but you can't do it. I mean, what are you going to do? You bring Jordan out because he's playing terribly. Now everybody just swamps on Pippen. And one of your playmakers can't get anything going. There's a 2, and it's Ray Allen, the former Celtic, now Miami Heat. And Miami has a big 27-16 lead. And Rodman goes out of bounds. Oh, that is so big. Well, you know, the Bulls, this is not the start they wanted. You can't afford to have a nothing first quarter, especially when you play a defensive style, giving up 27. You might give up 30. Rodman the rebound. Here's Kukoc.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Oh, here's Jordan and a dunk, and that's big right through the middle. Look at Jordan. He puts it through. And what a slam by Jordan. That's what they need. Under 2 minutes. Miami by 9. Coming up next, it's Spain visiting the Netherlands in Legends World Cup. And Rodman his second, and now there's been a lot of fouls. Rodman doesn't like it, but he does have 2 in the first quarter.
Shooting for Miami, Chris Bosh.
A lot of fouls early, Bosch, and he rolls that one in. So now here's Chris Bosh. They want to put 29 up there, and they do. You know, here's Brown, I believe he's either a free agent. He's a free agent player, I believe. It's not good when your free agent comes in. You're allowed 1 in the Legends League. 1 free agent, that's the only way NBA 2K22 gets their games going. Allen, and he just beats that makeshift defense. They got a guy named Meeks in there. I believe Meeks and Brown, you're allowed free agents. And whenever you got these 2 in, it's not a good sign. They're trying to run down the last minute. A lot of fouls. Here in the first, that's Bosch. There's nothing there. Kukoc again. They got Jordan on the bench. Rodman on the bench also. They're going to run it down. There's Kukoc. In and out, no good. Longley. Oh, it's blocked by Bosch. And what a block that was. Here comes Chalmers. They go to Miller. Miller against Meeks. And Anderson, I don't know why you would take time. You want to attack right now. There's Chalmers to Ray Allen. He can nail it, he won't. And Anderson, are they going to take it down to 0? He's got a mismatch against Steve Kerr. And a miss there. Here's Luke Longley. And that's the end of 1. Miami dominating the first quarter. Foul trouble for the Bulls. And Miami, they want to go 4-1. It is 31-18 after 1. Going to be number 2. Start of the second quarter here. Miami 31, Chicago 18. Miami is doing their part They're averaging, I mean, this is going to be 124 if they keep it up. Here's LeBron. He has 2 fouls. He wants to maybe get 2. He goes against Kukoc, can't get it. Rebound Anderson, and that's 33 now for Miami. Just 20 seconds into this quarter. Well, it's 1 possession. Chicago's going to have trouble. It's 15. They need to score something. Right now, Kukoc has a little bit of load on his shoulder, and it's taken away by LeBron. The second steal by him. There's LeBron and the slam over Kukoc. It's a 17-point game. You might have to put in Rodman, and you might have to put in everybody now. Pippen is not even in, and Anderson, the 3rd steal in a row. Oh, what a slam to LeBron James. Oh, this is getting embarrassing if you're Chicago. 6 straight to begin the quarter. 6 straight they've scored in 1 minute in this first minute of the second. Jordan, Pippen, Rodman, all on a bench. There's Kerr. We got to get it going. There's Meeks in and out. And LeBron James, they got to push this up. They're running this like an all-star. They have 51.5 rebounds a game. Chalmers. Oh my, and a mess. And they go to Brown. Brown will be up to Meeks. No points last 4 minutes. They're down by 19. Meeks, they want to get it into Longley. They do have talent, and Longley puts it through. Now, they do have talent out there. They do have some defensive presence. But you don't have Jordan. You don't have Rodman. I mean, you don't have Pippen out on the thing. There's LeBron, and he'll go to the line. Longley is first. He's getting beat.
That's his first personal foul.
And that just leads to more fouls. LeBron James, he sees he got him beat on the baseline. He just takes it from him.
James, 2 shots.
And LeBron makes it 38. Shane Battier, I could tell you that much. That's easy. I could tell he's in. LeBron, and nails it, and Miami back up to 19. Look at the bench. I think that's Sean Sally. What a play by Kukoc, and he missed it. He blew it. And look at the Chicago Bulls. Look at Scottie Pippen. After that happened, Scottie just got up and he went to the scorer's table. He's going to come in. He was so angry because of that. And LeBron to Steve. There's Brown, and he beats everyone. And it'll be 39-22. It's not as bad as you think, Scotty. It might be worse, but who knows? Still early. Chicago only 4 points in this quarter. We're over 3 minutes in. This is a 1980s college basketball. There's LeBron. No good. And Luke again. They got to push it a little bit more. Meeks, I believe he was a free agent. You're allowed 1. And Ray Allen will have a LeBron James is cold from the field. That's going to be Battier who lays it in.
Assisted.
That didn't look good at all. They're shooting over 50%. The Bulls are only at 33. Kukoc, he's cold. Kukoc, and that one is going to be partially blocked. Jordan is looking at everything like, get me in, and a lot of people moving around for the Miami Heat. They lead by 19 here in the second. Scotty now. Well, sometimes this can be a curse because you allow sometimes that happens, and Scotty will go to the line. One on Allen.
That's his first personal foul.
Sometimes it could be a curse instead of distributing. Everybody just goes on Scotty and he turns it over, but he's doing a good job, and Ronnie Harper will come back in. And Scotty gets 2. And now they got to play defense. That's big. Here comes Cole. Ray can shoot. And he does. And you hear that clang all the way from here. Sound like Big Ben in London. Boom. Sound like a hockey post. That's Ronnie Harper. They got 4 in a row. And if you can string, they know if you can string together a lot of small runs, but Chicago is known not for stringing the small runs, but coming back from big deficits. They've always been known. And LeBron James, what a working off the ball. And that's one thing, if you are listening to this and you are watching this and you want to be the next LeBron James, it's not about beating people one-on-one. It's about working off the ball, which he just did. Cole, and it's out of bounds. Knocked away by Scotty. It's all about, and Jordan will come in.
Michael Jordan.
But it's all about working off the ball. It really is. And he was open, and of course you have to be able to shoot, but he got open 15 feet away. Right on the insignia was good. He finds an open Cole who misses. And here's Michael, he wants to push it down. Down 17. Oh, Harper should have taken that. Maybe they get back to, look how hard Michael Jordan is working, and he gets in, and he slams it over LeBron James. I was watching Michael Jordan again off the ball because I was just talking about LeBron James. Jordan is averaging 34, almost 35 if you round up. And I was watching him go off the ball, and he just had a great move. Rodman is on James. Nice reversal, Dwayne Wade to Ray Allen deep, and Allen no. And Dennis Rodman, the rebound they give to Jordan. Look at him go. Oh my, it's down to 13. And Chicago can feel some momentum here. They can feel it now. It's down to 13. Miami, I'm not saying that they can afford a loss because they're very lofty, and that's LeBron James.
The assist.
You know, Miami has lofty goals, and there are a lot of top-heavy teams, it seems. A lot of no-loss or one-loss teams. Jordan. Oh, they got to shoot Ronnie Harper. It hit the rim, but that was a curse. Starts a fast break. Allen to Cole, no good. Three. And Pippen can't have it. Here's LeBron James, a rebound. They've only had 4 points in the last 3 minutes. Ray Allen. I believe both of them were LeBron James points. They're moving the ball surprisingly well. In real life, there's Dwayne Wade, and he misses. And Jordan will get the rebound. Scotty. No good, and Pattier to Wade. Cole. Against Scotty. James gives it back to Cole, and it's knocked away. This is what Rodman does the best. It's been a while since we've had a score. Rodman, they give to Jordan. And oh, look at Michael Jordan again. He's starting to heat up. Jordan again, he's averaging almost 35 a game. A timeout for the Heat. It's gone from 19 to 13. They're starting to cut in, and Miami wants to make sure they play these last 4 minutes really good.
Coming on to the court. Come on, get loud for your lovable.
Well, I was just saying what this game means to these teams. Miami has lofty goals, but if they lose, they'll be 4-2. Well, they'll be 3-2. So they're still in it. If Chicago loses, they're 1-3. And they're looking up, and they have a lot, you know. Sorry, I mean, that's tough. Here's LeBron. He's got to shoot. He's against Rodman. He'll shoot, and he hits it. He had Dennis Rodman right in his face, and he still hit the three. And a timeout. And they need that. It's 48-32. Well, this hasn't been a dream season for Chicago. It's been a nightmare. Jordan pulls and misses. Rodman, the offensive board, he puts it in. Dennis Rodman is already easily MVP of Chicago in this game. If each team gets one, Dennis Rodman is easily the MVP of Chicago. Miami, though, leads by 14. There's LeBron James, and that's going to be a rebound for Rodman. They push it up. Here's Scotty. Makes a move too early. Mike Miller just sat back. He's like, okay, so he spun out. There's Jordan. He hits the three, and Michael Jordan is heating up. He has about 8 so far in the last couple of minutes. He went all this time without even a point. And it's down to 11. It was 19 at one time. And the biggest thing is Chicago, I don't think they've committed a foul. And you might say, is that referee? No, they haven't even been put in a position. There's a three by Miller. What an offensive move. Miller was open, and Bosch put it right in his hands. And that's exactly what they need in the long lane. Oh, he missed it. James now to Cole. Cole, they haven't been going to the basket. There's LeBron, and he puts it through. My goodness, it's now back up to 16. If you're looking for a team that could win it all, I mean, only the Lakers of 86-87 and the Milwaukee Bucks, who are 5-0 but haven't played the strongest competition. Look at Dennis Rodman, my goodness. Dennis Rodman has 10 points. He's 2 for 2 on free throws. He's like playing like Jordan. Jordan's heating up, but Jordan's playing like Rodman with the rebound. Here's Ronnie, and he misses. Ronnie's playing like the end of the bench. LeBron James wants this shot. That was an ugly possession. He didn't get it. He would have been better off just cycling the ball around, taking time off. You lead by 14. It's under a minute here and a half. Jordan. Oh, what a pass to Rodman, but he doesn't shoot off of it. Harper through the middle, no good. Rodman couldn't take it. Here's LeBron. He pushes the Wade. There's 2 more, and it is now 16 again. Every time the Bulls make it like 10. Oh my, when you can't swipe against Jordan. Jordan is really heating up. It wouldn't surprise me if he has 14 points. All within the last 6 minutes of playing time. Dwayne Wade should have taken that one. They give it back. He's got 6 seconds. 5 seconds. Wade to LeBron James, who emphatically slam it.
Assisted Dwayne
1
Wade.
second, and Jordan will just hold it. 57-41. Miami with 57 points, asserting their dominance. There have been times when Chicago has really came down, but there was a point, the end of the first, beginning of the second, it was all foul trouble for Chicago, and they gave up a ton of points. We're at halftime. Enjoy the halftime show. Rodman, 10 points, 8 rebounds. Rodman's playing out of his skull. He is playing out of his skull. Miami by 16, you know. LeBron James, he's looking good. Chicago, I hate to say, but they make such a living out of being down big and coming back. I can name in real life, even though they went 72-10. I can name you times in the playoffs when they were down and just had to come back in their 3 championships. Oh, and that was terrible, and here's LeBron now. Oh, what a pass away. No good. They didn't want to give Jordan number 3. Scotty now. Oh, what a block.
Out of bounds. Chicago ball.
Look at this. Scotty, get out of here. Look at Scottie Pippen. Get out of here. Good night. Scotty. I'll tell you what, Miami 57, Chicago 41. After this, Ronnie should have taken that one. He gets closer and puts it in. So he's all right there. It's 57-43. Miami leads Chicago. LeBron to Wade, to Battier to Cole. And there it is. Here's Pippen. Scotty. Look at Jordan standing with both his hands on his hips. Pippen again. Pippen, he's got 2. It's 57-45. They get it down to this point, and then there's, what do you do? Oh, what a pass to Bosch. That's the thing. They get it down. It's a 12-point game. And then they get it down to that 10-point barrier, and Miami just scores easily. Here's Luke. Luke and Chris Bosh again. He'll go to LeBron, to Dwayne Wade. Cole. Here's LeBron. There's a foul, and it's on Battier. It is a loose ball foul, and Chicago will retain possession. Well, they'll get possession now. It's 14. Jordan. Oh, good. Rodman. Oh, my goodness. That's number 12 for Dennis Rodman. His 12th point, and again, they're getting to that 10-point barrier. Oh, my goodness. Chris Bosh, almost like an arcade move. He has 20. Jordan averaging 34-7 a game. He only has 13 points, and Chicago calls timeout. They only have 3 remaining. They got to worry. They need this game. They can't just sit down and concede.
Fans, your level ball.
We're back. Miami 61, Chicago 47. Chicago just can't sit down and concede, as we were saying before. They can't just throw in the towel and go, all right. It's not one of 82 games where you say, oh, it isn't our night. When you only have 17 games, you got to win when it's not your night. And Bosch with the steal. The block in, he gets it back. Cole. Cole to LeBron James. Scotty on LeBron. He's got to do something. The 2 and a miss. Bosch. And Longley again. Jordan to Scotty. Here's LeBron. He goes past Jordan. He slams it over. And now Michael Jordan. This is up to 16 again. This is exactly what they've done all game. They brought it to 10. And then Miami brings it to 16. There's a little bit of excitement in the air. And then all of a sudden this happens. And the fans are starting to sense, not only will this not be their night, but it's a little bit of doom. That was Michael Jordan. He scored. That's his 15th point. He's averaging 34.7 a game. And Miami's going to call timeout and talk about this. They're up by 14. And we'll be back.
Who wants a t-shirt?
This is right down the alley of Chicago and what they usually score, but Miami is scoring more. LeBron against Jordan. And he ate him up.
LeBron James.
21 for LeBron James. You don't have Pippen in there. You have Brown and Meeks. Oh, and that's knocked away. Luke Longley shouldn't be doing that. It just looks so ugly when he does that. Like, seriously, he was the slowest guy in the world. Minus me, if I were to do that, I'd be looking horrible. Meeks again. Jordan, a 3 and a miss. And Anderson to Allen. Allen will go to LeBron. Oh, he could do it. He could do it. He could do it. And he misses. Here's Anderson again. I don't know. It was weird the way he got that rebound. It was. It's 18 now. Michael, and now he's trying to do everything himself. And Miami is bringing it down. It's getting to the point where they got to just be careful in the fourth quarter, and they got this thing. Kukoc now brings it to Meeks. You always got your eye on Jordan, like where is he? And we have the camera angle so you can do that, but oh, what a steal. Dwayne Wade, what's he going to do? He just slams it through. They have 12 turnovers a game. Oh my goodness, they're just, that's the second straight turnover from Meeks, and Anderson slams it. That's 4 straight points that Meeks has given. Miami, that is, you see Jordan's got to work really hard for 2, and Miami's just taking it away. Kukoc, see, they need to do this to score. And Miami just picks their pockets and goes all the way down at 71-51. We've had a lot of blowouts. Tomorrow we have more of our 1986 F1 racing. Kind of redid everything, and it's going to be 9-race season. The preseason is over, 9 races, first race. will be tomorrow, and that's Anderson the slam. Opening day, but I'm just going to make it preseason. We didn't have Ayrton Senna in that 1986 race. And then I got the Indy cars. Oh my. What a weird move. It's 18 now. I mean, Miami, they're going to go 4-1 if they win this. And when you're only talking about 17 games. Wayne, no good, and here's Spinks. When you're only talking about 17 games, 4-1 is a very big deal. Especially in the Legends tournament. Oh my, that was accidentally tapped in. If this holds, Chicago's gonna be 1-3. And that's tough. That is really tough. You start to think about all the talk about, really, was the NBA that good whenever they won 6 titles? I think it was, to a point. But right now, Miami is just winning 77-55. And the Bulls never played a great center. There's Michael Jordan, and a timeout for the Heat. They want to make sure he doesn't go off. They want to give a little bit of rest here. 77-57, 3:46 here in the third. What do you do? It's a 20-point game. You know, when you look at this, we've had some games now in the tournaments here. You play everybody once. Oh my. Oh. Well, you play everybody once, and you're gonna get some great teams, and then the playoffs will be good. There have been some big blowouts, and Luke Longley, and he misses. I mean, right now, Miami is leading by 22 here in Chicago, and a 3 by Ray Allen. It's 25. They are just, it's 82-57. And the Bulls, they, you know, unless they go on an absolute huge run, this is over right now. They can't hit worth anything, and Miami is just hitting everything. Kukoc is 3 of 12. He's turned it over 3 times. Again. Oh no, and he can't have it. Anderson. Miller. No. Rebound. Well, you can shoot whenever you want when you're getting all the rebounds. Jordan for 3. Good night. And he gets it again. Jordan might end up with 35, and he won't come out of the game till he gets 35. Yeah, he wants to win, but, you know, and he's going to be... See, the thing with Jordan is, you know, it's not always an ego thing. Stay in there, get the points, and come out. It's not that. When he's down, you don't want to concede, especially when you're 1-2. When you're 1 win and 2 losses, you don't want to concede, not at all. Because then you're 1-3 in a 17-game season. Oh. You know, they want to get it to Jordan more or less. Jordan's going to score against lesser competition. Here's Kukoc. Kukoc again. Well, they got to do something in a hurry, and he gets, that was just horrible. Foul trouble early, and then it's been terrible. Rodman on the bench. And 2, and that was a terrible miss. Kerr. Kukoc, oh, what a block. Oh, my goodness. They're a step too slow. Yeah, Chicago cannot get in a running game. Miami has 82 points. Miami has been running all over them, and many thought that Chicago could be the team that gives Miami a lot of trouble, though Miami already has a loss. They're 3-1. But they haven't forced them to play that half-court offense. Another turnover. What a pass and what a slam.
Assist from
Seriously.
Wade.
And, you know, seriously, you want to say this is incredible, but Jordan against Mike Miller, and Jordan rarely misses those when he gets separation like that, but he just missed. Allen again. Oh, in and out. That would have been the dagger. Kerr now. Jordan, what a move. But, you know, it was a little omen early when he got called for traveling. And we said that stars would have that happen to them. There's a long way, no good. It's 22. The Bulls would really need a special comeback, but they have a lot of special players. Nobody in foul trouble going into the fourth. We're going to have to see how this ends up. Miami by 22. Eric Spoelstra. Now he's telling his Miami Heat players, I mean, he's telling, oh, what a pass. They'll take that all day. What they don't want to do is come down, shoot it in 8 seconds, and let Chicago get on a run. They don't want any runs for Chicago. They don't. If Chicago scores, runs, we're talking about like 10 in a row. Kukoc puts it in. It's just been the ease, though, of things. Huge turnovers for Chicago. It's just been, though, the ease of scoring. Now, that wasn't easy, but, you know, you saw the first basket of the quarter. Miami zipped it in. That's good. Inside to Dennis. He'll get it himself. What do you expect? You know, he's a good post player. He's not bad. And you don't have the biggest defender against him. Wade. Oh my goodness, Dwayne Wade. That's incredible. Dwayne Wade had 2 people on him, and he still made the shot. I mean, every basket is almost like a timeout. It kills a run. If he doesn't make that, it's 18 and maybe something else, or less demoralized. It could have been 18, but it would have been 20 still. Oh my, and you know, when you take on Steve Kerr, Dwayne Wade taking on Steve Kerr, this thing is over, and they know it. Miller, the steal, this should be exclamation. Miller, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's an exclamation.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul. Shooting for Miami,
he got hacked.
Taking 2 shots.
It's silent in here, and they are stunned. Like, seriously, they are stunned. It's under 10 minutes to go, and there are going to be people. There are people leaving right now at 25 and 26. You have Jed Bushler in there. I mean, it's over. You got Dickie Simpkins in there. You got the end of the bench. Except for Scotty. Scotty, you see the field goal percentages come up for Chicago. It's just turnovers. Miami dominated them on the turnovers anyway. Juwan Howard. I forgot he got a title there. It's a 3. Chalmers from Kansas and John Sally from Detroit. Here's Bushler and right to Scotty, and that's 4 in a row. Now Miami's got to be a little careful here. They can't allow a big run. They can't allow a 10-0 run because you never know what this. We always say it takes special teams. Steve Kerr, and he'll get the rebound. They tried to drive against him again. Kerr.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
And a foul on Juwan Howard. Steve Kerr will shoot 2. It's 92 to 70.
Steve Kerr at the line for 2.
And he'll nail 1. And he'll get another one. I mean, this team was 72 and 10, but the NBA was in a transition year. James trying to get inside, some good defense. You gotta kick it out. They gotta do something with it. Cole in and out. Here's Scotty now, and that's the difference right there. Is the turnovers. They've shooting wise, they've really picked it up. You can see people are leaving now. Bosch, no good, and rebound, here's Ronnie. So that cost seconds, though. Oh, what a play to Rodman. Rodman a miss, an offensive board, they go to Steve. Now back to Scotty, they got to do something, and this is an important possession. You launched it, and that's not going to do anything. You're down by 20. If you would have made that, it would have been big. People would open their eyes, and it's out of bounds.
Out of bounds. Deep ball.
But you didn't make it. And now the Heat are just trying to run out the clock. They might not need to score another point at all, really. There's LeBron. They just cycle him around, a miss. And the offensive board, he got right in front of Rodman. Miami is a tough team. You come in here and you beat Chicago on their own floor. Yes, this isn't Chicago Stadium. This is the United Center. But there is something to the effect that, you know, one of the best teams of all time, and yes, we all know their record's a little inflated. You know, the West was incredibly weak back then. The East had solid teams. But here's Cole. Even they were 4 games to 1 in the final. They never swept. They won 4 championships in 6 games. 2 championships in 5. The Bulls, they never swept, and they never went to 7 games. And they never lost. Bosch again, offensive board, and really this is just taking time out. Chicago only was 72 points. LeBron James a miss. Here's Harper. It's disappointment if you're Chicago because now You're 1-3, and now you can just sit back and you can reset. You still got it. You get 2 in a row and you're 500, and you know 500 is going to get you into top 10 of 18. You know the top teams are going to blow out a lot of the bottom teams. So 500, but it's going to make their game against the Bucks even much bigger. Longley and a miss. Rodman, they'll push at Harper. And Ronnie and a miss. Dennis Rodman, and LeBron gets the rebound. My goodness. Seriously, Miami 94, Chicago 72. And LeBron James again, he probably has over 20. Let's see, he has 25. 5 minutes to go, Harper. See, they can't do anything. Miami, I mean, that's big. Chicago plays an undefeated team. Their next game, they're going to play the undefeated 5-0 Milwaukee Bucks. And it's the newer Bucks. It's not the old ones. Harper again, and he gets 2 more, but you never know. In the NBA, you just never know. Now, late in the first quarter, they never recovered. I mean, they did get it down to 10. That's Scotty, his second foul.
That's his second personal foul. Second team foul. Heat substitution.
Well, the only time they're going to meet again would be in the playoffs. Most of these scores have been dunks or layups, really. Chicago's defense has been horrible all day, and Chicago's a very defensive team. They always have been, even when they won their 6 championships. They were actually more offensive their first 3 championships. They score more points against what I consider tougher competition. And Bosch, no good. Here's Longley. But then, you know, they shifted philosophy, the teams that they had. And Jordan steps out of bounds here. They just want to get it in and end this thing, really. I mean, when you lead by 24, there's no hope of Chicago coming back. I thought he just walked there. What a pass. And he can't have it. Luke Longley again to Harper. And Dennis Rodman gets another 2. Oh, that was a nice dunk. But, I mean, it's still a 22-point game. Chicago only has 76 points. Stick around for the post-game show. Post-game show, we're going to talk a little bit about both these teams in the game and the state of the NBA after today's 5 games. A little bit about All-Star selection. Michael Jordan, who's averaging 34-7 a game. He didn't get that today. Jordan, no good. Rodman might get to 34-7 a game. I can't believe how Rodman is good. The Heat have put up 100 shots. They also have 100 points. There's Cole. A lot of them have been layups and all that, and really other teams have been unique and surprised to see other teams if they would just pull back early and make the Heat move the ball and shoot. There's some teams that I think would do that. Ironically, the older ones like the Lakers of 70-71 would really put a damper on this Miami team because they would play such good team defense. They would make Miami pass it around. Now that looked good, and Bosch, that's an and 1.
Ron Harper.
And that was completely unnecessary for Ron Harper. And
shooting for Miami, Chris Bosh.
Everybody hitting the exits. This certainly is impressive if you're Miami. Very, very impressive. This is the type of victory that makes you be number 1 in the in the power rankings.
In for the Heat,
Well, the Lakers
Udonis
and the
Haslem.
Bucks haven't lost, so really you can't put them lower than 1 and 2 until they lose. Steve Kerr around under a minute and a half. Kerr for 3 and a miss. 104-80. I really like the way Miami, I mean, they're still fighting. They want more points here. Udonis Haslem is in the game. Haven't seen most of it. There's Dwayne Wade for 3. He's short. He was short on the last couple of his threes. Kerr. Here comes Steve Kerr and Wennington, sorry. Bill Wennington and 1. I mean, under a minute, if they were to come back from this, it would be the greatest miracle in the history of all the sports. And there's only a few people here to see it. Bill Wennington, 7 foot from St. John's in New York. He was on that team with Chris Mullin. Went to the Final Four that year. That the Big East had 3 teams. Georgetown, St. John's, and Villanova, I think, in 1985. Providence was 87 with Pitino, the 3 no good. But they really want to rub it into Chicago. This game was lost in the late first, early second quarter. It was lost, and that was tough. (104-83), and they got to do something now. Meeks will chuck it up and almost went in. Howard to Chalmers, and they're just going to walk it down. Miami, a 21-point win at Chicago. They looked good doing it. They came into a building against a very concerned, not a desperate, but a very concerned Bulls team. And from the late first quarter on, they just wiped the floor with them. Turnovers were the killer for Chicago. The shooting wasn't the worst in the world. Foul trouble early in the first quarter, and then Miami pulled away. Was 31-18 after 1, and turnovers had them just keep that distance. Final score, Miami by, I believe, 21. All right, our post-game show here. Taking a look. Jordan with 22, Rodman with 18, Pippen with 15, Ronnie Harper with 9 for the Heat, LeBron James with 25. Some LeBron James highlights, a block there, my goodness, James a finger roll. It's just his game. What a slam dunk. You know, he had to prove himself, and he did, though. Jordan did not guard him, even though he was on the back there. He ate Jordan up there. It was not this Michael Jordan's game. It wasn't. So it was just not that good of a game for him. Team comparisons you're going to see. 15 steals for Miami. 15. My goodness, is there an actual turnover here? 15-3 in steals. Oh my goodness. 11-4 in blocks. Wow. Turnovers. 18 turnovers leading to 20 Miami points. You take the 20 points away, it's 84-83. They only turned the ball Miami over 3 times. Chicago did it 18 times. Oh my, and that was the biggest thing. Chicago never led in this game, and Miami's biggest lead was 26. Only 1 second difference in time of possession. It was probably the opening tip. My goodness. Taking a look by the quarters, 31-18 after the first. 26-23 in the second, respectable there. 4, then 5 in turnovers, 9 turnovers. In the first half, it was 57-41, 9-2. Third quarter was 27-21. The Bulls had 6 turnovers, and the Heat had 10 points off those 6 turnovers. And in the fourth quarter, the Bulls outscored the Heat, but it was garbage time then. They still had 3 turnovers. My goodness, 9-1 in the second half turnovers. And the final score, 104-83. So now we're going to save everything. First thing we're going to do is save 4-1 for the Heat. And we save 3 times just to make sure it does, so it's good. Now we're going to see what happens here. We're going to simulate through the next date, which is the 7th. Oops. Shoot. Oh, I didn't save it. So that's good. I didn't save it. So I saved it, but I didn't save it. There we go. So that's why I'm glad at that one. Because I saved it, but I didn't save it whatever. I saved it after the thing, remember the 3 times, but didn't do it after the game. So hopefully it didn't auto-save. Or else I should have just turned the game off. It'll be, what the heck is this? I do not want this. I do not want this. This is garbage right now. And trying to get out of it, I accidentally hit my team instead of my career. And I got to watch this stupid advertisement. We got to get out of here. I'm trying to do my post-game show. I do not care about all this garbage. And I am trying to get out of here. I'm hitting escape, and it won't let you out. That can tell you that this is an advertisement because it won't let you get out of the commercial. Don't care. Do not care. Do not care. Do not care. One of these times, you know what I'm going to do? I am just going to shut it off. How about that? Yeah, you can't sell nothing. So there we go. That would have taken me forever there. And I'm going to come back on. No big deal here. And we're going to come back on here. And there it is. We come back on. And now I'm going to go to my regular league as it loads up. And we're going to do our post-game show. Oh, my God. So, nope, it did the next. So, oh well, it did that. Actually, I'm curious. I'm going to hit exit. I'm going to actually look at the league files. Yeah, can't do anything. Oh, well, now I know. So let's take a look at 2 days. First of all, November 30th. Let's take a look at all the games. The Sacramento Kings, they lose to the Blazers, 124-115. The Lakers beat the Celtics, 111-1. Here we go. That's very big there. Let's just take a look. For the Blazers, 25 points for Terry Porter, Chris Webber with 26, Stojakovic 21. They fall short on the road to the 90-91 Blazers. The Celtics lose to the 03-04 Lakers. Kobe Bryant at 27. Havlicek Hondo at 31. And you can see it here. The Bucks beat the Clippers. And the Bucks are a very talented team. Abdul-Jabbar. Very good there, Chris Paul. The Pistons beat the Cavaliers. Pistons came all the way back. They were down by 14 going in there. And they won by 2. My goodness, they came back. And Detroit, that's the 03-04 Pistons. The Heat and the Bulls, you saw that one. And the Nuggets and the Rockets. The Nuggets get their first win in overtime. 142-134 against the 07-08 Rockets. 42 for McGrady, 38 for Yao Ming. Yao Ming, 38 points, 21 rebounds. Carmelo Anthony had 45 points. That was really big. 3-pointers. Good shooting by both teams in threes. And there it is. Taking a look at December 7th, the box scores here. The Indiana Pacers, they get blown out by the Orlando Magic, who are 5-2. Orlando Magic, Shaq had 23 rebounds, 26 points. They blow out Indiana 111-87. A 24-point victory, Paul George. So that gets Indiana settling down a little bit. The 03-04 Lakers get another win. They're now 5-2. They were 3-2, now they're 5-2. 37 for Bryant, 22 rebounds for Shaq. 38-16 and 8 assists for Tim Duncan. They look good. And 101-98 against the Spurs, and the Spurs dropped to 2-4. Well, the Knicks played the loser bowl, and 98-99 beats 71-72 in a really good game, 104-103. First quarter was wild, but then it settled down in the second half. It was 40-36 in the second half. You see this, 3-pointers, 2 of 2 and 2 of 17 for the 98-99 Knicks. So 71-72, they go to 1-5, 98-99, they go to 0-4. Look at this. The Bulls beat the Bucks, and they had a 42-36 last quarter. It was 75-63 Bulls going into the final quarter, and then they exploded. The first loss for the Milwaukee Bucks and the Bulls. Wow, a ton. Dennis Rodman had 24 rebounds. Jordan had 30. Yeah, see, that's the thing about the Bulls. They proved they belong. And finally, the Sonics and the Rockets, a very low-scoring game. Oh, my God. It was 52-20. The first and the fourth quarter were big, 14-point win, but it was 52-20 in the middle of the quarters for the Houston Rockets of 07 and 08. Again, Ming, a lot of rebounds, and the Sonics are looking good. Sonics just ugly game on the road, and those Rockets are 3-3. Now we know where to go. We know to go to the 13th. There we go. Bang. So on the 14th, we're going to save here because you never know when the power is going to go out. There it is. We'll save 3 times, and then when I get off, I'll save again. Here are the league standings now for division-wise. In the Pacific, the Magic and the Lakers are tied. Oh, that's going to be big. The Pistons of 03-04 are good. Well, the Cavaliers, they went 3-1. Now they're 3-2. The Kings are 3-3, and the Knicks are 1-5 there. In the Atlantic, the Bucks and the Heat, that's going to be a big one. Whenever they meet, Toronto, Chicago looking down there in the Central. Not too much movement, but the Bulls won their last one. That's going to be big. The Spurs are 3-1. Mavericks are 3-2. The Lakers are 3-0 in the Southeast in the tournament. They still haven't played in a while. The Celtics 3-2. They have a 2-game lead. Everybody under 500. In the Southwest, the Golden State Warriors are 4-1. The Lakers of 70-71 are 3-1. The Pacers just lost a game, and the Jazz won 3 in a row. They were 0-2, 3 in a row. 88-89 Pistons lost 2 in a row there. And in the Northwest, the Blazers of 90-91 have won 2 in a row. They went from 1-2 to 3-2. A very mediocre division. 64-65 Celtics. But the Hornets are third, and they're only 2 back of the Blazers. The Rockets and the Knicks are winless in this. Taking a look at the different brackets, Orlando, LA, the Warriors, 4th are the Pistons, 5 for the Lakers, 6 for the Cavaliers. The play-in will be the Blazers, the Pacers, the Jazz, and the Kings. Kings holding on. I mean, you have a lot of teams. 500, it might not be the biggest thing in the world. In the Eastern bracket, the Bucks, the Heat, the Lakers, the Spurs, the Mavericks, the Celtics. Those are the top 6. The play-ins will be the Rockets, the Raptors. The Bucks are now 3-4. They won 1 straight, and the Chicago Bulls, who are 2-3, and they lost 1 for the 92-93 Bulls. And then out are the Sonics, who just got murdered, man. They got killed. And the Hawks, the 95-96 Bulls right now, they're 2-3. They're out of it. All those tiebreakers, my goodness. It first goes to division, and as you can see, no losses, 1 loss. Well, maybe something else. Maybe it's head-to-head. So Oklahoma City's in there. The Celtics and then the Nuggets, they first won the Clippers and the Blazers of 99-2000. That's going to be it for us today. I hope everything is good for you. Let's go to soccer next. That should be a good one. We'll see you later. Have a great day.